What's up? Back at it. Gonna talk about a really interesting shoe today. These shoes are marketed toward distance runners, marathoners, ultra marathoners. I used to be a world-class track and field athlete, but I'm not a distance runner. I will specialize in intervals, doing fartlek runs, doing stairs, stadiums, hills, all of that kind of fast twitch stuff. But the structure of these shoes often helps me because I'm a bigger runner, I'm a taller runner, and so the pressure that I put on a regular pair of running shoes, I've often wanted to try plated shoes, try some of the overstack height shoes, but they still gotta look good, so sorry, Hoka. Let's get into it. We are talking about today the Brooks Hyperion Elite 2. Now, aside from having a really badass name, love the name of it, this shoe is super comfortable. DNA Flash Foam is nitrogen infused, if I'm not mistaken. There are some other channels who will go into more of the tech specs of these kind of shoes, and I like to leave that to them. I kind of ride in the functional fashion realm, and this shoe falls into that for me. But that DNA Flash Foam is bouncy, cushiony, lots of rebound, and it seems to feel on par with other things that I've felt. It's a little firmer than Zoom X. It's a little bit squishier than Boost, but I think Boost has a slightly longer longevity and it might be a little bit heavier. Check out EddBud. He's got a great channel that he goes into these details and he's entertaining on top of that. So check him out for more of the tech specs. These right here though, I gave them a chance in my workout and I wanted to talk a little bit about how they felt, just a layman's point of view. Again, being a bigger runner, the roll technology that pulls you forward, that carbon plate that's inside, the carbon fiber plate inside is a great feel. Lots of bounce, lots of assistance for the legs. The leg fatigue definitely was gone. I could do, if my lungs could keep up, my legs could have kept going as long as I wanted to. But again, I'm a sprinter jumper type. I was a world-class track and field athlete back in the day. I still do masters competitions in the short sprints and jumps. These right here, I think are going to stay in the collection. On top of that, they look really good. I'll show these on foot. Surprisingly good for some of the speciality of the shoes, because those special distance running carbon plated shoes with the double stack height and the plate trapped inside, they often look a bit geriatric. I'm not gonna lie, they look a little bit orthopedic, but these have some style to them. One single piece of an upper. The material is very thin, has a little bit of stretch to it, not a lot. It's got some of these overlays that keep the structure in the midfoot and back. In the forefoot, you'll see that it's got some holes cut, laser cut holes, but the material is almost like a pair of those four-way stretch pants. It's a little bit flexible. It keeps its structure. It's got some internal toe structure there. Overall, a dope feeling shoe. Some of those overlays remind me of the Under Armour runners from a few years ago when they were doing some of their fit technology that had no seams when they were making them in the bra factory. That has a little bit of that going on, a little bit of fused overlays. Or only stitching on the shoe is to hold down the tongue, which is pretty cool, makes it really comfortable inside. No traditional heel counter, but the way that it's built snugs your foot really well. There's like a pillow inside that wraps right around the Achilles, right around the back of the heel and ankle, and locks you in pretty firm. And then they've got kind of a nubuck faux suede material that really gets kind of grippy around the ankle. The outsole, a lot of the shoe is DNA Flash. So when you're on maybe wet grass, wet pavement, you're gonna get some slippage. I was actually running hills yesterday, and I had a piece of concrete that I was on for part of it. It got pretty slick. I was surprised at how slick that was. It was not holding grip, and then as soon as the pavement changed, I don't know if there was something in that particular piece of pavement, but as soon as the pavement changed, this got grippy again. So it just depends on the surface that you're running on. I think most surfaces are going to get some decent grip, but they're definitely racers. They're smooth. There's not a lot of herringbone patterns, not a lot of grip. The pads are here back at the heel, and then there at the forefoot. I'm a midfoot striker, so this is probably why I was getting some slipping. So, long or short of it, not a ton of grip, but if you're going to be running on a track, you're fine. And I use these mostly on a track and on stadium stairs, so I'm good. Overall, the shoe is amazing. It's a hefty price tag, especially for a Brooks. I must admit, when I saw the price tag, I was excited that they got them at my local Scheels Sporting Goods, but saw the price tag and I kind of made a big gulp before I went ahead and bought them. But I wanted to try them. I wanted to get them reviewed on the channel. They're dope. I must admit, they're a good shoe. They feel great. They have made their way into my training rotation. I'm normally an Ultra Boost 20 guy right now. Ultra Boost 20, Ultra Boost 19. The structure that helps you roll forward in these is great. In my Ultra Boosts, I've had to put in a custom heat molded insole to get that same feeling, because the assistance on each stride really is attractive to me right now. But again, for a more technical review, hit up EddBud. He's dope. He knows his stuff. Shouts out to EddBud. Hyperion Elite 2. They'll give you all the history of the 1 because it was not a good shoe. I'll show you these on foot. They're actually surprisingly good looking on foot for a special technical runner. And so, yeah, these might get some rock. They definitely going to get some stay in the collection. Thanks for stopping through. Peace.